What's going on, everybody? It's your man Pop Frizzy back here with episode 3 of Frizzy Style. And I didn't really plan on doing this today. I was just going to lay around and be a lazy asshole like always. But I went and watched Cody's second episode of the Clumsy Cast, which is his podcast. And that kind of inspired me to just go ahead and record something. Because fuck it. Another thing that kind of inspired me in that podcast was the fact that he had music in the back, and I guess you could say that I'm stealing that idea from him, but it's not really stealing because so many people have done that prior to him that, I think it's just whatever, who really cares. I don't know what music I'm going to put in the background of this, like I'm not going to be listening to it while I'm narrating. That would fuck up my flow, but I'll have something to. It'll probably be some of my music because this is the Frizzy Style podcast. I wouldn't put any music that isn't Frizzy Style. And the only music out there that's Frizzy Style is like my shit and the 49-cent shit, and my shit's better. So, anyways, I've had new vids out. By the way, if I say or some shit like, I'll try to cut out the really long pauses. Those didn't really happen in past episodes because I was going with a little outline, but just like Cody did in Clumsy Cast episode 2, I am going without an outline or a notepad or anything. So, yeah, man, I'm really just replicating his fucking episode 2 of Clumsy Cast here. Who really fucking cares though? Alright, new shit that has been out. On this channel, I have released 2 songs since Frizzy Style episode 2. I had Shallow Techniques and Good Luck. Shallow Techniques, 32 bars, the 64 bars, my bad. 64 bars total, just me straight rapping on a beat. Good Luck, I think that was 32 bars from me with it's like a jungle beat. It's 160 beats per minute. I'm rapping at that. It's I guess. I sampled Mop. Speaking of Mop, over at the Willy123T channel that is dead for all pragmatic reasons, I uploaded something called like Ultimate Mop is Hot. I don't know. I don't have it pulled up. Fuck it. But basically, my friend Mop, fucking crazy guy. I had like 2 Skype calls from back in January recorded, where he was just doing his thing. And I took some highlights of that and uploaded it over there. And after that, I did a video called Unfair Ban Reports, which is me being ridiculous on Zat pretty much, and narrating over that ridiculous 3 months after the fact. So, those are the videos that you may have missed since the last episode of this podcast. So, while I'm talking about Willy123T, I might as well talk about something that kind of interested me. This kind of ties into something that Cody brought up in his podcast. He said, he just basically made the statement of how when I had a channel of over 2,000 subscribers and I upload a video there saying to come over here, and I currently have 33 subscribers here. That kind of tells you something's not good. And I had like 2,300 some on Willy123T, and YouTube deleted over 300. But I have a feeling that was just the tip of the iceberg in terms of dead subscribers. Funny thing is, I actually have under 2,000 over there now, which is strange that on July 16th of 2014, I have like 1995 subscribers on Willy123T, and on February 24th of 2013, so that's like a year and 5 months ago, I uploaded my reaction video to getting 2,000 subscribers. I probably hit 2,000 subscribers a couple days before that, but that's just when the reaction video was uploaded. That's the best estimate I can get. So, in a year and 5 months, I lost like at least 5 subscribers. That's my net gain, is negative 5 subscribers. So that's just great. But there are many reasons that I left that channel. But there was one comment on the reaction to 2K subs video that Oh, another thing that might be worth pointing out actually before I get to the comment is the reaction to the 2K subs video has 91 views and 3 likes. With, you know, that's kind of strange. Getting 91 views on a video talking about having 2,000 subscribers. I think that just pretty much summarizes my entire experience on Willy123T. But anyways, there's a comment on here that interested me by a user named Cody vs. Willy, also known as Tootin, an old friend of mine that I don't really talk to anymore, but he's still a Frizzy boy at heart. He says, "Congrats, man. Honestly, I expected out of all my friends that you would end up being the most popular, mostly because you put the most effort into it. I'm way too lazy, and Cody likes to not finish anything. I know he's doing better, but it's Cody." That raises multiple interesting points, actually. I mean, at the time they weren't really interesting because that was all straight truth back then. But it's kind of strange. Like, if you just look at the raw statistics of everything that has ever happened on, like, channels of mine and channels of Cody, like, yeah, I overshadow his numbers by a long shot. If we're just looking at a general span of over time. But as of recently, I feel like Cody has really jumped ahead in terms of activity that's being directed towards what he creates. I don't know, like, I feel like he has more people that actively view him, and a year ago that was not the case. So I was thinking, what is it that would have caused this change? And hold on, let me pull up his channel real quick. Alright, so he's got 563 subscribers. So it's not like like I said, the numbers still would show me being ahead, but if you were to just if you didn't have access to any statistics and you would just look at straight like interaction on what each of us create, you would definitely think Cody was more popular of the two. Which is something that I kind of find interesting, that the YouTube statistics aren't always reflective of what is the actual case. I had a bit of a revelation a while ago. I kind of came to the realization that gaming is the easiest thing to get popular on YouTube for doing. And this is in no way meant to trash gaming YouTubers, because some of them are genuinely talented people who are really good at what they do. But there's a lot of them that will cheat the system, sort of, and because the system is set up in a way that gaming and Let's Playing are they're ideal for rising to the top if you know what you're doing. And I don't mean know what you're doing as in know how to play a game and commentate it properly and whatnot. No, you just gotta know what you're doing from a bit of a business standpoint, kind of. Not even really a business standpoint, just an exploitative standpoint. See, the YouTube, I don't like using the word system because it sounds like I'm one of those like rebel angsty kids, like the system set up against us, man. But it really is the system that YouTube runs off of. Used to many years ago. It used to promote videos and give them more exposure based on the view count. Now, the view count was not very good for reflecting what videos people were interested in because, people naturally found a way to exploit that system. So, like, the main way that it would go down is people would put, like, just one frame of, like, a picture of, like, some big titty bitch or something. Like, it's a lot easier to do now because you can get custom thumbnail privileges. But, the system doesn't work like that anymore. But still, you can get some views just by putting big titty bitches as your thumbnail. Cody and I have a little bit of experience with that. But, YouTube kind of recognized what was going on. And they changed the system to where the amount of time that was spent viewing that video would be what would push it to the top. Not the view count. Like, if you go on the video of what you assume is some big titty bitch, you click it, it's some guy talking about fucking birds or video games or faggots or something, then you're gonna be like, oh, let me get out of here after the first second of viewing it. So YouTube says, alright, we'll see, it's going to be some genuine views that we want to put to the top. So they're going to stay, they're going to watch it. And that's what we're going to push to the top. Now, I don't have the statistics in front of me, but I can almost tell you, I can almost guarantee you that the average gaming video is much longer than, say, the average vlog or the average music video. So if you have someone that is interested in viewing that game, they'll watch your long ass gaming video, whether it be 9, 10, 20 minutes long. That's another thing, when YouTube got rid of the time limit, that really helped, particularly gaming people, because you know most people aren't going out there making like an hour-long vlog, but it's not uncommon to see an hour-long gaming video, and people do watch all of those, like if they're streams, videos from streams, or compilations of some sort. So the gaming also, another thing that may play into this is the fact that gaming people upload much more frequently than, say, vloggers. Because vloggers, they have to think of what they're going to talk about. Unless you're one of those, like, faggot vloggers, they'll just, like, go look at a news article, be like, alright, we're just going to read the fuck out of that and have a bunch of jump cuts. Then, yeah, you could probably get a couple of those out every day and just ride off of the clickbait. I don't know why I can't fucking get my terms correct today. But, fact of the matter is, gaming on YouTube is what this system was made for, pretty much. Like, they work hand in hand, they're ideal. Now, I'm not gonna go conspiracy theorist on you or anything, because that would just be stupid. But, it's just an observation. And, I'm not saying that has anything to do with what I was talking about like 10 minutes ago about Cody being seemingly more popular than me now, but I figured that would just be a good way to transition into this. Fuck it. Like I said, no outline, let's do this shit. So yeah, gaming on YouTube is easy. Not even just from that like statistical standpoint. Just collabing as a gamer is so much easier. It is so much easier to find a fucking gaming collab or a let's play. You know, you just hit up one of your homeboys, be like, yo man, I'll play this video game, sit here and talk to me about it. Like, that's fucking easy. You want to get a fucking music collab? Jesus Christ. It's impossible to get collabs as a fucking small independent musician on YouTube. Like, come on, bruh. It's especially if you're like me and you haven't always been in the musical world on the internet. You start off in gaming and you're like, alright, I'm gonna make some fucking music. You're friends with gamers, not musicians. There's no musicians in your life that can collaborate with you on your new projects once you quit that gaming. And that's kind of fucked up. Like, the only honest musician that I think I know on a personal level is Lugia Dialga. Like, I think that's it. I mean, sure, if you want to count Cody, then go ahead. But, speaking of collabs and shit, Cody, if you're watching this, or if any rapper is watching this, I got this beat. Cody, you know the beat I'm talking about. It's the one called Bang Bang. Yeah. Yo, I wrote 2 verses for that, and I don't feel like writing a third. And I don't feel like fucking with the beat. So, if there's, by the grace of God, some really dope rapper watching this, hit me up, and I'll send you the beat if you want to spit a 16. But if not, Cody, yeah, that Bang Bang thing, just go 49 cent on that shit and spit 16 verses, holy shit, no, don't do 16 verses, do 16 bars, make them be sad shit, because, you know, that's a sad beat or whatever. Yeah, thanks. I'm like having a conversation, my past self is having a conversation with you here. Yeah, but yeah, that goes if there's any other rappers watching this or anything, but, oh, that's great, my phone's ringing. I turned off my cell phone for this video, and now I got this landline ringing. Fuck. So what was I talking about? Yeah, Bang Bang. Yeah, so as soon as I can get someone to do a third verse for that, or if worse comes to worse, I have to write a third verse, oh god. But, yeah, that'll be a song that'll be out. Yeah, I think you really like it. I'm personally satisfied with the beat, so it's all good. I'm making that music, son. Speaking of music, what have I even been listening to? I want to talk about like good albums that have come out this year. I'll start with the obvious. My favorite album of the year is Riff Raff's Neon Icon. I pre-ordered that. I pre-ordered the Jody Husky t-shirt, the Jody 3 Moons poster, and I've got my physical copy of Neon Icon right here. I'll open it up and like take shit out so you can hear the sound, feel those neon vibes coming through this microphone. But yeah, that's a great album. Easily a 9 out of 10 for me. Incredibly enjoyable. If you take hip hop too seriously, don't listen to it, but I love it. So that's that. Like earlier this month, I think Sadistic dropped Ultraviolet, which is a great album. Definitely recommend Ultraviolet by Sadistic. Great fucking album. There's this song on there called Chemical Burns. Oh my god. Bruh. Alright, so I believe I talked a little bit about my obsession with Idea back in the first episode of this podcast. But bruh, Idea spits a verse on that. Idea's dead, by the way. But this was a verse that was recorded before he died. It was just never released to the public. Oh my god. That is in my top 5 verses of hip hop of all time. Just go look up not Ultraviolet. If you don't want to listen to the whole album, that's fine, but you have to at least listen to Chemical Burns by Sadistic. And the second verse is Idea's verse. It will blow your fucking mind. I swear, man. Shit's great. So yeah, that's definitely a good album that came out. Atmosphere's Southsiders, that was a good album. That dropped in May, I think, early May. Yeah, that's a good album. I really like Flicker, obviously. Camera Thief, that's a good song. Yeah, there's a lot of good songs there. I like Kanye West. I like We Ain't Gonna Die Today. That's all I can think of right now. But yeah, it's a fairly long album too. It's like an hour long. I guess it's not really too long, but it's got like 20 tracks, I think, if you count like the few bonus tracks. But yeah, that's a good album. Atmosphere still got Slug. He's still spitting. I've seen some complaints about this album. People will be like, "Oh, Slug's not rapping about this or that anymore," but he still got it, man. Slug has still got it, dude. I don't care what any of you say. Slug can still rap like hell. I don't know. Is there anything non-hip hop that I've listened to this year? I don't know, like, I really don't listen to much music outside of it. Like, I listen to old school rave stuff like Jungle. You could hear some of those influences on my Good Luck track. And I listen to grunge. Oh, speaking of grunge, actually, yeah, back in June was the 20th anniversary of Super Unknown by Soundgarden, one of my favorite albums of all time. Love that album. They released a reissue of it, and it's like, it was really fucking expensive, but I got it anyways because I love me some Soundgarden. It's got this big ass book. Then it's got a remastered edition of the actual album. Then it's got B-sides, demos, rehearsals, and it's got something called a Blu-ray audio mix. I don't really know what the fuck that is. I don't have anything that can play Blu-ray, but still, really nice. Definitely would recommend it to anyone that likes grunge or alternative metal or anything along those lines. So that's all I got. The let's see. Yeah, like aside from like old school rave shit and grunge shit, like, you know, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains. I saw Alice in Chains in concert, by the way. I think I mentioned that somewhere on YouTube already, but that was a good concert, you know. Even if it was with whoever the new guy is, I don't fucking know. I'd love to go back in time and see Lane Staley live, but it is what it is. I was like 5 when he died, so sad days. But Swans To Be Kind, that was a good album. That's not hip hop. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna really count the Super Unknown, because, you know, that's just a reissue. A really good one, I'll add. They did a really good job with that. Yeah, the only non-hip-hop album that's come out this year that I'm really fucking with is To Be Kind by Swans. I guess St. Vincent's album was decent. I don't know, man. But yeah, definitely my top 3 gonna be Neon Icon, Southsiders, and Ultraviolet. It's my top 3 for this year. Fuck it. I don't really know if I have much else to talk about. Oh, well, it's long. I thought I was still at like 15 minutes, but now I'm looking at the recording. We had 21 minutes. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. This has been another episode of Frizzy Style. And, you know, stay tuned for more music coming soon, more podcasts coming soon, more crazy shit coming soon. So keep it real. Peace.
I didn't hear shit.